Hi, good evening, welcome to the Constant Canine Companions grooming show. I get quite a lot of IMs from people asking about the dog's face, Tibetan terriers in particular. So I'm going to do a little show on that, and it's a lot easier than you think. Now the things you need for this is a hairdryer. Tonight I'll be using a rinse-free shampoo, the brush, a comb, scissors and a sponge. And what else? And a hair clip. That's all we need. So we'll get started, and I'll just get Oberon! Obi, come on! That's it, come on big boy. So we'll get started. Come here my big boy. Whoop-see-do. I should have cleared this up first, shouldn't I? Eh? Daddy's lazy. So first we start off with a good brush through, but first as always, take the collar off. This is his freedom time. I notice that there's somebody in the chat at the moment. I will join the chat in a second. Just let me refresh my page so I can see who's in the chat. Here we go. Am I going to get a big kiss from you, am I? Yeah, you know I've got treats. Yeah. So, okay. Hopefully we won't need to stick him on the actual frame, but if I have to, I will. So, first thing, just the usual brush through and a big shake, and just to relax them, because a lot of dogs don't like sharp things near their face, which is fair enough. Oh, that's good. As long as it stays there, we're laughing. So I'm just doing the normal brush through as I do each week, because this is part of the bonding. Bonding's important with your dog. This is why I prefer to groom them at home. I found a stand on Amazon for about £12, which means I can use it with the hairdryer, so I can attach it to the frame, but I can position the hairdryer wherever I want, because the hairdryer, although it's got a stand, it's low down. So and as you know, Obi takes up, as you can see, takes up a fair bit of the table. Oh, wait a second. Right a second. There we go, that's a bit better. Isn't it? A bit more light in the matter. This is more a new lighting system which I made myself. I bought the materials from Amazon and I just built the LEDs. I did an electronics course about 15, maybe 20 years ago. So I know a little bit about electricity. So I built my own studio light. So just working through. Now remember, when you're using a rinse-free shampoo, always cover the eyes. You don't want this stuff in them because it can be quite painful. Now you can get this on Amazon. It'll cost you £7, but if you're in the UK, check the pound store, because sometimes they have them, and when they do, grab as many as you can, because they're absolutely fantastic. The smell lasts for days. I wrote them a really nice email and I told them that I do the live show and I put that on. So they've offered me, from the company itself, 25% off anything that I use from them, as long as I mention them. But I'll still go to the pound store to buy it, because even with 25% off, that's about like £4.50. And in the pound store you get them for £1. So welcome everyone there that's in there. I will come over and say hello to everyone at the end of the show. I think that's the best thing to do, and just here concentrate on the actual grooming. Now, a couple of things I want to talk about tonight is smart meters. What are they? Well, smart meters is just the companies are installing, and they're going to make it legal. And what it does is it works off of your Wi-Fi. I turn my Wi-Fi off at night. I also leave my phone inside the front room. I don't allow the phone near me because of the radiation it gives off. It can cause insomnia, headaches, all these type of things. But the thing that I really dislike about the smart meter is it collects your data and it sends it back to the company, who in turn give out your details to other interested parties. Now, a friend of mine that I knew from my plumbing days said to me that he installed a smart meter in Mousecombe, and he installed it in a house that what he didn't know at the time was they were growing cannabis. And what happens is the signal or the data from your the meter goes to the things, and they can tell exactly what type of light you're using. So they'll know, I don't have one and I won't have one. They'll know I'm using LEDs, they'll know I've got a laptop, they'll actually know what type of laptop I have. So therefore, like Amazon and that say, they customise your service to you, which is an infringement of privacy. But the thing is, a lot of our government is going to make it legal that you have to have one. And basically all these things are data mining, taking all your data, saying it will make everything better, but it's not. It's an infringement of privacy, an infringement of peace, freedom. So I've been really much against this from the very beginning. Anyway, these guys get done and they end up, the police turned up, smashed the door down and charged them. And they says that it was from information, but my friend that actually did the installing of the meter says, no, what happens was the utility company told the police that they were using HP lighting. HP lighting is like 600 watts to 1,000 watts. And that's how they did it. So I'm just continuously working through the brush, because this is like my favourite brush for him. And because I attach it to the frame now, he can't steal it, he can't hide it, which is perfect for me. So I can get a good work through. So this is just the relaxation part. Just getting them used to the brush. If he wiggles about too much, I will put him on the frame. There we go. That's good. I do this brush through every day, but I tend to do it on the bed because it's much easier to do them. And because my medication again has been screwed up, this happens periodically with my surgery. They do not put patients first, which I think this time when I get my medicine tomorrow, I'm going to change my doctor. And I've been with the same surgery for nearly 30 years, but I just don't like them. I don't think they care about patients. So anyway, about the smart meters, resist having one if you can. I mean, the health problems that it causes is very similar to what a mobile phone does. That's why I don't have my mobile phone in my bedroom at night. I put it away. I bring it in here. Right, so remember what I says, when you're using it, give a good shake, cover the eyes, yeah? And if if you want to do around the mouth, spray it onto your own hand, rub it, bring it round the chops. There we go. What I'm trying to do is make it wet enough so that I can pin the hair back with this, its own little grip. There we go. Right, I think I am going to put you on the frame, mister. Oh, thank you. That's it. And just with the sponge, it's also a good way of just cleaning the chops as well. It really does clean. I really like this stuff. I couldn't recommend it enough. Also takes a lot of the dirt out of the face. Right, come on up. There we go. Over the chops. That's it. Remember the little thingy here. And again, like I always say, if you're using these, never ever walk away and leave the dog actually on the table by itself with this. It can cause problems. It won't be long, mister, I promise. That's it. And then bring it down so it traps in there. What did you just chuck? Oh, it's just a brush. That's it. So I'm using the comb. I'm going down the chops. I'm using the wide teeth on this, by the way, not the short ones. Sometimes you might have to go in here with a slicker brush, but I've given them a bit of pre-combing beforehand, but even still, I'm getting hair, little mats. I don't particularly like using a slicker brush on the face. I know you don't like it, Right, where's the scissors? Right. So now I've got his hair back. I can see it's just around this part right at the front here, which I'm going to be cutting back just so that I can see his eyes, yeah? That's it, right. Turn your face here, mister. Just a little bit at a time. Don't rush it. It shouldn't be a rushed job. And remember, if it's your first time, you're not going to get it right all the time, but practice makes perfect. I think I'm going to have to replace these scissors at some point. These, because I've got these little nut up here where you can tighten it, but they're not actually as good as I thought they were. That's it. Constantly comb the hair back. I noticed I've knocked his little thingy slide out. Just a little bit at a time. I'm not cutting, I'm right on the area of the eyes. Because I notice when, particularly around at the front, when it's really long, he tends to walk into things because he doesn't see. So just a little bit at a time, nothing too drastic, nothing over. That's it, good. There we go. That's good, well done. You want a treat, do you? I'll give you a treat. Also, it's good to talk to them as well while you're doing it, but as you can see, it's getting lower and lower. So it's just a little always taking up from the top and then just working your way down. And remember, I'm a novice at this, so if I can do it, you can do it. And again, using the white teeth. There we go. Oh, it's your hair clasp. Come out your noggin. Come out your noggin. See, it's coming down, it's getting there. Not much more to do, mister. Okay? Not much more to do. Yeah, these are becoming annoying. I've got to save up. Now that I'm getting a stand for the hairdryer, I might actually get a really expensive pair of scissors. But what I'll do is, if anybody's got recommendations for really good scissors, let me know in the comments. I'll give you a treat in a second. Stand still. Oi. Stand still. There we go. That's it. Come here. Come on. Oh, that's my boy. It's my boy. Eh? You look beautiful. Eh? You look beautiful. Oh. There we go. See, it's getting nice and low now. So you can see his face a lot more. Actually, I won't need to use the hairdryer tonight. That's actually my hands. I've actually dried them because my hands are really hot. That's it. Good lad. You're doing well. You're so patient, aren't you? You being patient. You're a big patient boy. Yeah. I'll give you a treat. There you go. There we go. Let me have a look. Yeah. Just really shaping now. Shaping around the eyes so that it's an even cut. Oh damn, these horrible scissors, eh? Keep still. I need you to keep still. Always the last bit, isn't it? Always the last bit. I'm not even cutting. Better. Much better. Eh? Is that better? There we go. You get a little mat in there, haven't you? Let's see what we can do about that mat then. Always with scissors. That's why I'm wearing an apron, because I'm using scissors. I want to keep them on me so that they're not floating about anywhere. I've got our small slicker brush. It's just that I noticed that he's got a little mat. I want to make sure that I get it out. There we go. Let me feel. Yeah, I've got it. Right, I'll take you off of this now, mister. There we go. That wasn't too long, was it? That wasn't too long. Pick your bum up. Oh, oops. I nearly went through the wall there. There we go. I love this frame. This is best thing I think I've ever bought. So next week I will have an attachment for this for the hairdryer so that I can move the hairdryer about, which I think is going to be interesting because next week I'm going to do proper wash on them. I'm going to wash the paws and I'm going to shape them as well. They're quite good. I've been working on them, but I want to show you different ways of actually doing the grooming, which shouldn't sort of like grooming without tears, as I call it. Get lost. There we go. So here we go. There's big boy. Ooh. Say hello to everybody. I love you too, darling. Yeah. Ooh, big kisses, eh? Big kisses, yeah. You want another treat? Right, down. Lay down. Lay down. And watch what he does. Sometimes if he's in the right position or in the right mood, he'll lay down and he'll actually put the packet between his paws and eat it. You want a hand? Oh yeah, he's using the paws. Give me a then, let me see it. That's it. What have you done with it? There we go. Yeah, up here. Yeah, when he's laying down, he'll actually put it between his paws so he can just take it out himself. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll give him another brush through, that'll calm him back down again. Now what did you do with your brush? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oops. See, that's important, that, isn't it? There we go. Right, let's just work with it. There we go. Yeah. The good thing about this shampoo, rinse-free shampoo, is it's got a beautiful smell. It really smells gorgeous, and the smell lasts for about 4 or 5 days. There we go. He does like this brushing because, again, I think it's like a racial memory for a dog, that when it's been groomed like this, it's what its mother would have done. I just call it good husbandry myself personally. So anyway, resist smart meters. Now here's something that I found really interesting. Was there was studies done, and it's scientifically proven now that dogs know bad people, know who to actually avoid. But the thing is, if you've got a dog, your dog will always tell you if somebody's a bit dodgy. Obi's very good. I mean, let's face it, dogs are biosensors. They can tell when something's not right. They can tell when somebody's not nice. Oberon hates alcohol. And I remember when I was going out with that Sarah, we were sitting in the park and we had a few cans, and Obi knocked every one of them over. Every one of them. And it's not like he just walked by it, he actually pushed the beer over. So that's why I don't drink round Obi. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like noisy people either. Yeah. You're looking good, mister. You get your girlfriend, eh? What do you call a zoo that doesn't have dogs? A Shih Tzu. The only thing I'm worried about is somebody will actually make a Shih Tzu and a poodle. Oh, can you imagine that bloody name? Also, there's a canine unit in the CIA in America, and this was from declassified files from the Black Vault radio. There's a guy in America, John Greenwald, who always done FOIs, Freedom of Information, and he got this one where this canine unit in the CIA were testing the dogs and putting explosives in buses and that, and then get the dogs to sniff it out. But one of the dogs they had didn't sniff out this bomb. It was actually on a school bus. And for 2 days the bus was going about America with disabled children in wheelchairs and stuff, and there was a bomb in the engine. I mean, it was inert, but it wasn't an explosive. And the only reason they found it was that the bus was going out for a routine maintenance, and the guy came across the bomb actually in the actual engine of the actual bus. So that was obviously a big embarrassment. So anyway, I was something I wanted to say last week. I love Grooming Oberon's tail, especially when he curls it up. That's one of the most attractive things about Tibetan terriers, is the curly tail. There we go, you look gorgeous. You do, you look gorgeous. Excuse me. So anyway, if you have got any questions or birthdays, whatever, let me know in the comments or send an IM to me, and I will make sure I say something next week. And one thing I have forgotten to say about was Nicole Ladwig's daughter, Helena, has been accepted to Cambridge University. Cambridge University is fantastic place, so much history. I did an astronomy course there, not as a student, well, it was like a weekend student type thing through the Open University. I love science, I love astronomy, physics, all that stuff. So that's basically, it's a very easy job to do, actually, doing the face of a dog. It's just the patience and stopping them from wiggling about. But like I says, I've always said, is just do a little bit each time, yeah? Get the dog used to the actual being on a table, or get the dog used to actually being groomed. Because remember when I first started this show, he was on and off the table all the time, even though I made my own homemade one. But it'll take time, but if I know some of you have been following the actual show from the very beginning, so you know how he's progressed, and that's simply because I've put the effort in. And I find Grooming Oberon is part of good husbandry, as they call it, but also it brings me closer to him as well, which I find absolutely fantastic. There we go. I think you deserve another one. There you go. So let me just come over there and say hello to everyone. Oh. A nice Chianti. Eh? So hello Claudia. Congratulations, Nicole. Yeah. Hi Nicole. How are you? Nicole. Hello Andrea. And Nicole. Hi Becky Warwick. Oh, what am I doing? Hi Becky. Oh. When I get my Mac this week, I'll be able to do the live show and actually be able to actually get involved more with you all. Chris. Hi Chris. Hi Claudia, I think it said. Hi Jane Ryan. Yes, handsome, isn't he? Hello Andrea. I'm using the wrong glasses. I'm going to get my eyes tested this week. Hello Paul, how are you? Hi Grace. Hi Claudia. Andrea Leighton, hello. Andrea. Jane, hello Jane. I haven't seen you for ages, Jane. How are you keeping? Andrea. And Julia, hello Julia Dobbs. How does that? Oh, yeah, weird. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all again next week on the live grooming show. I'm going to go and make my pizza. One thing I like about taking control of my diet and stuff, I'm vegan now. I don't use any milk. So I make all my own food without sugar. So I will see you all again next week, and you all take care. And if you want me to give you a shout out or you got a birthday, do let me know and I will make sure I say something next week. Hopefully with using the Mac I can actually interact more with you. I think you've had it all, mate. You've had it all. You do smell gorgeous. That stuff really is nice. If you're in the UK, go in the pound stores. Don't buy it from the internet because it's too expensive. But yeah, there's nothing in it. It's empty. Oh, what an assistant you are. You get paid too much. That's your problem. Anyway, I'll see you all next week. Please share and let people know that the Constant Canine Companions are a good place to come to. Right, thanks you all. Good night. God bless. Take care. See you all. Say good night, Obi.